It's Madden NFL 23, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars under the lights on Sunday night.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact. About ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead the Ravens offense. Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now he's turned himself into a true full-threat quarterback. When he puts in the ground and turns loose, good things happen in the field. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle. Partner, keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call. Jackson going to give this to Edwards. He is taken down at the short gain of 2. And a big that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of it first. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me,
You can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. But give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
4th down, and here comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Taking it about the 36. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars on offense front again. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on quarterback. How was Trevor Lawrence coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. To his credit, he shouldered the expectation and he's doing everything in his power to follow through.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Lawrence will throw. And he wisely will throw it away.
And I get the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On the 42 as it comes 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
How about the timing on that one, where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll run with ETN. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, right back to ETN. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again with ETN. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And so much of being a good tackler is understanding and taking the right angles to a ball carrier. And that was just tremendous straight line speed there. He eliminated the angles and was able to meet his man behind the line of scrimmage.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. On 3rd down, Lawrence working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be marked out just outside the 10.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Lawrence going to throw again. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by McManus is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So no problems at all in that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no win, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
Here's Jordan Stout now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On second down, a run with Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Lawrence. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Toss left side for Etienne. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game. Charles, 54 yards, I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now Jackson on 1st down. Complete to Likely. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Nice rhythm fill there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Looking for Charlie Kohler on that one. And it's 3rd and 4.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing. And the shot on the dive, little gain.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And incomplete and deep.
Just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their 36-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment, takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that play was all about timing between the quarterback and his tight end, because the ball's got to be released with a little bit of float to it so he can run under it. Lays it out there for him. You know what else is involved? Trust that he's going to separate from the defender and have a chance to get the football, and he does exactly that and gets out of bounds with a first down.
John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that a good call by John Harbaugh and tossing out that flag. Throwing it again, second down. Lawrence. Throw incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to roll it out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now it's Jackson.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see they call the game differently now in terms of what they do in drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
And you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On play action, Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. ETN up the middle. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. TN once more. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, quick, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Lawrence steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Lawrence will throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he fields it cleanly. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start out here with the option left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now Jackson passes forward, jet sweep. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now Jackson taps his forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Gotta be patient.
Second and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
So many times completions are right there. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Jackson options out left. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. Jackson going to hold on to it again. Dances by him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Odell Beckham from 3 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will score. Touchdown. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt, that's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
For the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson about ready to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Now he's forced out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him hit too much.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Lawrence.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taken in at the 22.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive.
And he'll work this up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead of about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game. All starts up front in the trenches.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. The contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
And they run with Edwards off the option.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And this is quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you run from a quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it, but this one winds up no good.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
On first down, Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 6 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be brought down right around 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly what the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
And they run with Edwards off the option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially on the line, they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive. 3rd and inches. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Jackson going to run again.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
He was having success there holding on to it on the option, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
And this is a tough one because you know you prefer to have your quarterback either head to the sidelines or get down at the end of the play. We got an aggressive one. He's fighting extra yardage, and he gets there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want quarterback taking care of himself.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At about the 32. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And a pretty burst there as he gets across midfield and down to the 46.
A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 9 yards is the loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now, that's just one of those head scratchers. You watch that one back on film as a coach, probably say, well, what in the world did we do there?
Yeah, it makes it tough on a coach, doesn't it? When you have to teach him how to keep fighting and breaking tackles versus when to say, that's enough. That play is already done.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Baltimore's offense starting another drive. It's Gus Edwards at running back. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Jackson. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Jackson now. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And last time out, another missed field goal. So maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And to throw again is Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and 2, now Lawrence. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This one from 35 yards away. And this is off the left upright, and it carries in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Ravens. And they've had their way running the football, well over 100 yards already as a team, with 2 more quarters still to come. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Etienne running right. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Another tote for Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson running again. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's Jackson to throw. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he will have a Ravens first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about about 7 here on 3rd down.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. He finds his man, complete. It's Flowers. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Off the option, here's Edwards. And a short gain here down to the 22. Adam Gotsis, the big Aussie, in on the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Tucker now to add the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
A handoff for Etienne. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And that is caught. It's Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have cut the lead back down to 2.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down. And Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
I'll tell you what, the defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From the 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw a run deep.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, a run with Etienne. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Lawrence on third down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room, too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give for Edwards running right, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. Kirk now, the return man. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 27.
They'll look to ETN to start things out. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's go do this thing, baby. Let us dictate.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap. An
incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 92 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead. Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye, but a defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's showtime.
Etienne up the middle and trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Going for it, here's Etienne. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move body studies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence, 14 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. Justin Matabike there to bring him down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
Off the option, here's Edwards. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher, and all night long he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson going to run, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense also.
Partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Jackson. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's able to get out to the 32 right down there. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
It's not much about this game, it's just understand situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And
so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Straight ahead, Etienne. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A handoff for Etienne. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give to Etienne. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like that run right there. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his land worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.